kitchen. And today I'm making a dessert, y'all. I found this recipe. It was in a magazine called...
She's going to do something to make Piggy live up to his name, Piggy.
Yeah, it was a magazine called Taste of Home, Fall Recipes, October 2023 edition. And the name of the recipe is Butter Pecan Cheesecake. Now, y'all, Piggy and I like butter pecan ice cream. And I thought, that sounds good.
Butter pecan ice cream was my daddy's favorite.
My mama loved butter pecan. Her favorite was black walnut because she couldn't find it. She liked butter pecan.
Black walnut was my daddy's second.
So my mom and his dad were right opposite. Her favorite was black walnut, and her second was butter pecan. His dad's favorite was butter pecan. Second was black walnut. Now,
I'm sure they would have got along good.
Yeah. Now, if y'all have never tried butter pecan ice cream, you really ought to try it. That's good stuff. But this is a butter pecan cheesecake. Now, I'm going to start out with my ingredients here. In this pan, I have 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs and 1/2 cup of finely chopped pecans. I just went ahead and put them in the same bowl. I got to use them. 1/2 cup of sugar and a third of a cup of sugar, a third of a cup of sugar, and a third of a cup of melted butter. Now, this is for the crust, or the graham cracker crust for the butter pecan cheesecake. On this side over here, I have 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese softened. Here I have 1 cup of finely chopped pecans. Calls for 2 cups of sour cream. I've got a 16-ounce container that is 2 cups. It calls for 1.5 cups of sugar, and yes, y'all, this does call for a lot of sugar, but it's gonna be good. It calls for 3 large eggs at room temperature, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of butter extract. And this is put out by McCormick. You might have to hunt for it. Not every store carries it. I found this at Food Line, and I'm pretty sure you can find it at Walmart, Publix, Kroger. A lot of the name brand grocery stores should carry it. It will be on the bacon aisle near the...
What kind of extract is that again?
Butter extract.
Butter extract.
It should be right around the baking aisle with the vanilla extracts, with the lemon extracts.
Folks, I'll tell you, be careful with it. Don't sniff it too much. It'll make you high.
I let Piggy smell it. Piggy said it smelled like paint thinner. I said it smells like butter with alcohol. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add my sugar to my graham cracker crumbs. Very first thing you need to do, preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Mine's preheated.
Preheat.
Okay, so in a large bowl, combine the graham cracker crumbs, pecans, sugar, and butter. Once you get it all mixed together, set aside 1/3 cup for the topping.
Like most anything else, you got to get it heated up before you put anything in it.
There you go, Piggy. And I'm just going to mix this together.
Makes things go a lot more smooth.
It does. Now, normally when I make a cheesecake, I do what's called a dry bake, which means you do not use water. You start off at a really high temperature and then cut it down to a lower temperature and let it cook. This is going to be a water bath cheesecake. And the pan that I have to use for it is not as deep as I would like. I'm using this one. You would really like to have one at least a good 2 to 3 inches deep. I don't have a pan that my springform pan will sit in that is wide enough, that is also deep enough, that will fit in my little oven. Now, when I have a bigger oven one of these days, I've got plenty of pans that I can use. But until then, not so much.
And that day may be coming.
Good Lord willing. Okay. This is a 2/3 cup, so I'll fill it about half full.
Well, I'm going to tell you, well, earlier when I opened the door up, see about something or let a kitty in or out, for just a split second, the view out there looked different.
Okay, so I've got roughly a third of a cup of the topping set aside for the. Y'all, if I could talk, I tell you what, I'd be a menace to myself, wouldn't I?
I got her messed up telling her what I just did because she knows what that means.
Yeah. I've got a third of the crumbs set aside for the topping, okay? Let me set this aside right there. Well, I have a problem. I get tongue-tied a lot of times anyway, y'all. And Piggy knows this. He knows I get tongue-tied.
Hey, we just old country folks
I am who I am, y'all.
dealing with hard blows that we've had to live through.
Okay. Now you want to pat this down in here. And up, about 1 inch up the side is what it says. So you want to press this in.
So you get what you get.
Yeah. Y'all, that Jared's just kidding. Well, that's what aprons are for. You
That's
buy them.
right.
See, I'm
She's putting a whooping on it, folks.
now the bad thing about this is it takes 20. It's got to sit overnight after it cooks. So
You mean I gotta wait till tomorrow to eat that thing?
yes, we do, Piggy, and I am so sorry about that because I was
you
really.
ain't. You think it's fun.
No, I don't either because I was really wanting to eat this thing today. That's why I was going to make it, y'all. I had to get my hair cut. My bangs just dropping down in my eyes, and I just don't like that, y'all.
Well, we work it out this week. Get it done.
We might do that tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow or Tuesday. Y'all, today's Sunday, in case y'all wondering. It's the 12th.
Yeah, we were going to do this yesterday, I think.
No, we wouldn't either. I didn't find the recipe till early yesterday.
Oh.
And then I had to go buy a few ingredients. Well, y'all, that's just going to have to be done. Alright. Now, it says to use heavy-duty aluminum foil for this. I don't have any heavy-duty aluminum foil right at this moment.
Just double up.
Well, it says to double up the heavy-duty aluminum foil. So
Alright,
what you do,
quadruple.
what you do, is you quadruple. Hey, Piggy knows.
This double up heavy duty stuff. Got heavy duty, twice the thickness.
Mm-hmm.
You put 2 layers. But if it says double up the heavy duty, it being twice the thickness, you do 4 layers.
That's
equal
it.
2 layers of heavy duty.
Okay.
Simple math, folks. Simple math.
That's it. Simple math.
Now, I know there's some out there that are simple math challenged, especially these days, but, you know, all you gotta do is look into it, research it a little bit, and you'll find, like this one young physicist who used to be autistic, probably still is. His mama found a doorway into his mind by accident because she had found this algebra book, and this boy went through it in 2 weeks and knew how to do it, no problem. And what that boy says, I think he was 15 or 16 when he was going to university to study physics. He already knew it, but
Okay.
he was going to study it. But he said this: "But stop learning, start thinking."
That's it. Okay. Piggy, if you'll take that out of my way right there, please. So
I will.
Okay. Now we'll follow the directions, y'all. I love cheesecake, so we're going to try to follow this way it says. Alright, it says place pan on double thickness of heavy duty aluminum foil. Securely wrap the foil around the pan. I've done that pretty much, yeah. But we're going to put water in it. Okay. It says in a large bowl. Beat cream cheese and sugar until smooth. So we got cream cheese, we got sugar. We're going to add all this together.
I told y'all, folks, there she goes, beating stuff up.
Started out on low speed.
That's just getting warmed up on the beating.
Yeah.
I told y'all she's violent. She likes to beat stuff up.
Hey, I beat eggs, I beat cream cheese. Got that done.
And she often enough beats me to the punch on being opportunistic.
Okay.
Water glass and getting it filled up and whatnot.
Okay. Then it says beat in the sour cream, vanilla, and butter flavoring. So that's what we're going to do. I done opened this, so I wouldn't have to fight with it to get it open.
You done with that? Or you just put
I'm
that?
done with that.
Alright.
That's why I set it over, Piggy.
Just making sure. Been plenty of times I went to grab something. I ain't doing that.
I'm beginning to learn to set stuff over here if I need to use it again. If it goes to you, it goes over there.
Good idea.
Unless I just don't have any room.
Good idea.
All right, y'all got all that sour cream out of there. Piggy can wash that, throw it away, do whatever he wants. Put that there. Okay, you got a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring.
I'll wash and put it over her because she'll wind up wanting it for storage for something sometime or another.
I do use those things for storage. I'm not going to say I don't. I've got a whole stack of sour cream bowls and cottage cheese bowls. I had a lot of cottage cheese bowls. Now it's going to be sour cream. And,
Hey, I got no shame in using that stuff. Shoot, they deem it good enough to put on the shelves to sell their products in. They ought to be pretty good quality for the most part.
There's half a teaspoon of that. There's the half teaspoon here. You can have it.
So why not use them in storage at home?
That's it. If it comes in, if it can be stored in the freezer in the store in one of them bowls, it can be stored in the freezer at my house in one of them bowls.
That's it. It ain't got to be some name brand, fancy smancy Tupperware or anything like that in order to be presentable.
Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind having some name brand fancy Tupperware because I like that stuff.
Good stuff. Don't get me wrong.
I just can't afford that stuff.
Right.
All right. I beat in the sour cream, vanilla, and the butter flavor. Now I've got to add the eggs. And it says beat on low speed just until combined. So we're going to put these eggs in here. There's one. And these are room temperature, y'all.
You know, sometimes I think these ladies enjoy doing that part of the cooking because they can work out their frustrations and angst over whatever. They slowly beat the mud like old Indian women back in the day when they were brought prisoners of war. They very slowly skinned the enemy.
Now this did say to have these lightly beaten. But yeah, once you get the mixture a hold of them, they're going to be lightly beaten. Okay, beat on low until just combined. Done that. Then it says to fold in the pecans. Well, y'all let me get these right here cleaned off real quick.
You need a bat?
No.
No?
No.
Alright.
I'm not worried about scraping them. I'm just going to do that. Let you have that.
That's gonna be good.
So that's going to be good.
That's gonna be good.
If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm just stirring this around real quick before I fold in my pecans. There's my pecans. 1 cup of finely crushed pecans.
If y'all wonder why I said that, because I took a lick of the beater before I put it in the wash.
I have to tell y'all, folding stuff in, it tears my arm up, y'all, but it's worth it in the long run when you fold it. And you can see you scrape from the bottom and work your way around. Scrape from the bottom, work your way around.
I wonder if they make a machine that'll do that.
Well, you'd figure pretty much have to. I watched something about somebody talking about, it said to fold in the egg whites to a cake or something. It said, I just stirred them in to see what it would do and said, it turned out just fine. So, just as long as you don't over stir it and don't deflate it too much when you're stirring stuff in. Okay. Got that done, y'all. Pour it into the crust. I knew I was getting to that point somewhere.
Alright.
We're to the point where we'll pour it in the crust.
One step closer to being able to eat it.
Yep. Now, this is supposed to be a 9-inch pie springform pan. Mine may be a 10, I don't know. I know it's somewhere between a 9 or a 10. I'm going to say, do your best to use what you got.
Right.
Because if you don't got a 9 and all you got's an 8, well, use an 8. Pray it works. Don't overflow. If all you got's a 10, well, use a 10. Not everybody has a springform pan. Now what I do in that case, I get me 3 graham cracker crust and divide it between them. And just bake them in the oven.
3 graham cracker crust pans.
Yeah.
Like you buy in the store?
Yeah, that's buy in the store.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do a lot of my cheesecakes. I've got one that calls for the springform pan. If I don't feel like doing that, I just get me some.
Hey, that's how it was done by women for many a year.
You make do with what you got.
Until somebody invented the springform.
That's it. There you go, Peggy.
It all started somewhere.
That's it. I mean, there was ways of making stuff before springform pans, but don't get me wrong, these pans are really nice.
Yeah. But when you ain't got something, you figure out something.
Uh-oh, yeah, I just sit there.
Don't you waste none of that. Good gracious.
I know, y'all, I'm pitiful. There we go. Here, get my hands clean. Now, I do have some water heating over on the stove, because when you add hot water to this to put it in the oven, it's supposed to be hot water.
Add water to it.
It's for the water bath. You have to add water to the pan down here.
Oh.
That's why you put aluminum foil around the bottom of it.
Oh.
Right now you sprinkle the crumbs on top.
You can't cook it just like that?
I could, but it would dry out crack. Like I said, this is a water bath cheesecake. Most cheesecakes are water bath. So there are a few out there that you can do where you don't have to water bath them.
So that helps keep the moisture in as it...
Right.
Okay.
As it bakes. Alright, Peggy, there's that one. There's that.
Give me that, give me that.
Alright, y'all, I'm fixing to go grab my water and bring it over here. Well, Piggy's going to grab that for me. Now, I'm going to have to be real careful with this.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, it says to go up about 1 inch. I can't do 1 inch in mine because my pan is not that deep. But I am going to put water in that.
Well, you might just have to keep a check on it and
Yeah.
add water to it.
I'll add water as needed. Ideally, this would be at a lower oven, and I would add the water after I got it in the oven. But this has got to cook for 70 minutes at 325. Oops, hold on. All right, we got right around 70 minutes. We got it set on 325. And then let's see what we got to do. Bake for 70 to 80 minutes or until center is almost set. Okay, once that's done, we'll come back and we'll finish out the rest of it.
Here we are.
Alright, yeah, I've taken it out of the water bath now. I wound up cooking this for 85 minutes. That's my oven. I would say 70 to 80 in your own oven and just go by your own instincts.
Well, a regular oven is going to have a solid door. That one's got two, like French doors, so there's a seam there that heat leaks out.
Now, tell you what it said here. It said, remove from water bath. Okay, it says until bake 70 to 80 minutes or until center is almost set. And my center is almost set. Everything around it is set. Then it says remove springform pan from water bath, which I did, as you can tell. Cool on a wire rack for 10 minutes. Carefully run a knife around the edge of the pan to loosen. That's after the 10 minutes. Then I have to cool it for another hour, 1 hour longer. And then I refrigerate it overnight. It says covering when completely cool.
We're going to make sure we get all the kitties out of here for at least an hour.
Yeah. So it says to cover when it's completely cooled in the refrigerator. So I figure after about 4 or 5 hours in the refrigerator, I should be able to put aluminum foil over it to cover it. And then it says refrigerate overnight. Then remove ring or the rubber pan. Remove the pan side here. So.
And just so y'all can see it now, y'all, I have to wait a long time before I get to taste that right there.
He has to wait until tomorrow.
We'll go ahead and get a picture of that.
We'll be finishing up the video.
Oh man!
On Monday morning, it will come out Monday afternoon. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to let the cooling process begin, and I will not be back until we get ready to taste test this in the morning. So this is what you say. It's going to be cooling for 10 minutes. I will take a thin, sharp knife and go around the edge on the inside. To loosen it, I will let it sit for another hour, and then I will put it in the refrigerator to cool overnight. So we will see you when we come back to do our taste test in the morning. Y'all, it's the next day. This is the cheesecake, and oh man, it looks so good. It really does. I've been tempted all night to cut, but I knew it said to wait till the next day, so I did.
It's been tough, folks.
I'm guessing y'all can see what's going on here. I'm fixing to cut a small piece that me and Piggy's going to share, because it's early in the morning, and we don't really need a lot of sweets this early in the morning.
And we've already had a taste of the crumbs. Oh man!
Yeah, I let Piggy taste the crumbs, but yeah, I had to, because when I took the form off the rim off the pan,
I'm just going to say, New York cheesecake. What's that?
Do this.
And I love a good New York cheesecake.
They say what I'm doing, Piggy. I wondered.
They can now.
But they can now. Like that, he let me do all this and talk about all this and not even showing y'all the cheesecake. He gonna keep it to himself, y'all. He gonna keep it to himself.
It is a tease. I teasing y'all real good.
Oh, man. Okay. I guess y'all can see I got my cutting board out, using it as a...
She breaking it in, folks.
Alright. I should have probably cut that a little bit bigger, because that... But Piggy said cut a small piece.
That will be more than plenty right there.
I know, I wanted it to be a pretty piece to put on my plate, Piggy. You know
that looks pretty to me right there as it is.
Let me get that piece right there out. For some reason, it don't matter what I cut, whether it's cake or pies or cheesecakes or whatever, the first piece never turns out good.
Well, it's not completely solid like it really needs to be.
Yeah, it's solid enough. It's just that trying to get that first piece out always messes me up. Alright. Y'all, I just got a mess over here. Well, I'm going to turn this around.
Y'all know what I'm doing.
I'll put that like that right there so that can be seen that way. Yeah, y'all know Piggy washing dishes over there. Alright, Piggy, I'll give you this knife.
Well, thank you.
Don't cut your tongue off. Okay.
Most people might, but I know what I'm doing with a knife, so.
Yeah, he gonna say that until he slices that tongue off, y'all.
Hey, I did it.
I'll give you that right there too, Piggy. And then you can get me a picture of this
I done got
cheesecake.
you one while you was cutting it.
Well, I want one.
You want one like that, I know.
I'm particular.
Alright.
Alright, y'all. I got Piggy's.
Now y'all know what time it is.
Yeah, got Piggy's fork and got my fork. We're fixing to dig into this puppy.
There it is.
Oh yeah. It doesn't taste exactly like butter pecan ice cream, but it's got a really great flavor. It's very close to butter pecan. It's as close as I could come in a cake or cheesecake or a pie or anything like that. It's rich. It's very rich.
Numma.
And I know it's rich because of the sugar that's in it. But y'all, it's worth every bit of it. It really is. One more bite for the road, y'all. Happy dance, happy dance. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I thank you for watching. Y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Where's my phone?